I have y'all a wonderful, wonderful recipe for your dessert for Easter Sunday. To me, this just reminds me of the spring and just all the things that we love, and smell and taste. So it's called the Ladybird Cake. I named that after my beautiful ladybird, my blue and gold macaw. Uh, she was my companion for 31 years. And I noticed in my newest book it said 29, but she actually lived to be 31. And I miss her. For 7 years, that bird slept in the bed with me, y'all. You think you're lonely? How lonely must I have been to sleep with a macaw? But I did love her. I did love her, and she kept me great. It's great company. So anyway, this is in honor or in memory of my ladybird. Now I'm starting with 2 sticks of butter. And how much sugar? I can't remember.
2 cups.
2 cups, okay. So we're just gonna beat this for about 4 or 5 minutes until it's nice and creamy. And we'll be stopping periodically to scrape down the sides so it all gets its fair share of a beating. Okay, I beat my sugar and my butter for about 4 or 5 minutes, and I've scraped the sides. Now I'm adding my 3 eggs, and I'd already added 1. And you want to just make sure they get beat in real well. All right, I've got my 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I've got my salt. And I've got my baking powder. Now I'm just going to grab my whisk and whisk this all together. And by whisking like this, it's almost equal to sifting your flour. So we are going to add our flour and our buttermilk alternately. We're going to start with our flour and we're going to end with our flour. Okay? So let's get up here. I think I need to go ahead and add the bananas right now. Let me see. Yep. Add eggs 1 at a time, beating well. Beat in mashed bananas and the preserves, which makes this a ladybird cake because she loved all this stuff. But her favorite thing in the whole world was a chicken leg, a fried chicken leg. Will this fit in there? Yeah. I love pineapple preserves. And I like the orange preserves. You eat those, Eddie?
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Okay, we're going to get this mixed up real well, and I'm going to move this over here. So I'm going to be using my right hand to hold the beaters. Okay, flour first. And then our buttermilk. Did we not need vanilla flavoring for this? I can't make a cake without some flavoring.
I should have known that.
I just need a squirt of vanilla. Yeah. To me, it just makes a difference. It's a little teaspoon. All right, now the last thing we have to do is stir in our dates. Oh, and man, would that ladybird adore those dates. So we have sprayed our 13 by 9 pan. Wow. Don't forget, y'all, this is for Easter. So we would never bake a cake for Easter without some wonderful icing on top. So how long are we cooking this for, Therese?
It says 55 minutes. I thought we were going to have to put it in this oven, Paula, but we don't.
Okay, that sounds
like a long time.
I'm dropping it down on the counter to encourage any air bubbles to come out. And plus that levels it out in my pan for me. So Teresa said 55 minutes at 350.
325.
325. Okay, good. 325. Nice and slow. Okay, y'all, look at our ladybird cake. It is so pretty. And you could do this one in layers too if you chose. In my cookbook, my new cookbook, there's a ladybird cake in here. It's varies a little bit from this one, but you see how it's in layers. So you could do the same thing as that cake calls for in this book. Ladybird, ladybird. Okay, on to this cake. I've got 2 sticks of butter. I've got an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. And I'm just going to cream those up real good. Okay, that was all a real good temperature, so no lumps or clumps in that butter. Pineapple preserves is wonderful. If you want to make a banana split with your banana and ice cream, chocolate syrup on one, cherry preserves on one, or strawberry preserves on one end, and then pineapple preserves on the other end. It's good. With homemade whipped cream. Okay. So, now let's see what I want to do. I want to add the sugar to this one or mix the wet there. I think I'll do it this way. I like that bowl because it's wider. It's got a bigger mouth than this bowl. So that's a pile of icing, y'all. Pile of icing. I wish we had a few more pineapple preserves because I think it could use just a little bit more because it only called for 1/4 of a cup. But man alive, is it good. It is so good. So very, very good. I was standing up here just defrosting this cake, and Teresa said, Paula, you're supposed to be filming this. But, you know, I'm so crazy. If I got something to do, I just start doing it. Sometimes I forget that I'm actually shooting a show, which that's all right by me because I want it to feel just like I'm in your house or you're here with me in my house and we're just having a good time cooking and talking. So I was almost cooking without y'all. Look, I told y'all that this was going to make a bucket full of icing. Yum. Now, this is the Ladybird cake. And that icing is so incredibly good. It's just amazing what that little bit of pineapple preserve does to it. All right, I'm gonna garnish this with a sprinkle of, excuse me, I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little nuts because Ladybird did love her some nuts. And then I've got some dried pineapple. I'm going to just drop pieces of that on it. You know, it's just like sugared pineapple. Doggies, we done fooled around and got us a sure enough cake, Eddie. Now this is one pretty cake. Who's ready for a bite? I am. For this cake, you have to open your mouth real wide, y'all. Because it's so high. And remember, I had y'all on my mind for this dessert for your Easter. I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's so easy because just one layer. So love and best dishes, y'all. Have a blessed day.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.